Wake up, St. Lucia. Good morning to you. We are here to just bring you something refreshing and, of course, always highlighting when we have young St. Lucians who are doing things great because you know that's what we're about here on this morning. So today we have Maurice S. Marius here with us. And let me tell you, this young lady is amazing, very dynamic. She is a photographer, she is a writer as well as a musician. So she is super dynamic, and I'm happy to say that I can call her a friend. But we are going to get to know more about her. So first of all, let me officially welcome you to this morning. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm feeling great, and of course, I'm always extra excited when I'm outdoors. So I think we have a lovely setting, and it's just going to be perfect for us to just share your journey thus far. So, like I said, I think I give you a grand enough intro. So I hope that doesn't
Thank
make
you for
feel
that. Thank you.
no pressure, no worries.
No.
But of course, you know, you have your photography business. So I think this is where I'm going to start off with. So
Okay.
just tell St. Lucia about what it is exactly that you do.
Well, I am a photographer. I started about, March will be 5 years now. And mainly what I photograph is portraits, events, landscapes, and um, I dabble in a lot, but these are my main. And I'm also open to whatever else the client or business partners may have in mind. So for me, it's just going with the flow, but still I know that these are my main. That's what I'm most comfortable with. So that's
So
what I do.
where did you pick up the love for photography? Where did it begin for you?
It began about maybe 12, 14 years ago when I was very young, and my dad, he had, because I have them now, he had two film cameras. And I'd always go and take pictures, take. It wouldn't even be good. I'll just take. I just used to like to click, click, and then you pull back the lever for the film, and that's where the love of cameras started, and photography as an art started when my brother Mario Marius, or Rio Main as many people know him, he got into photography, videography, production. So I used to use his camera, and then I used to learn from him, watch his pictures, watch how he uses it, and then I would go take my pictures, and often he would ask me, he said, Maurice, come take a picture of me, come take a picture for me. And then he would use my pictures for his music and stuff. So I was like, wow, my picture is up there. So that's where my love for camera started, and photography, and that's how I began.
Now we're going to shift gears a little bit. When I first saw you, it was playing guitar. That was before I even knew or remotely knew that she had skills as a photographer. So let's talk about the musical side of you. You know, I know that you play acoustic guitar. Where did your music journey start?
My music journey started maybe around that same time, because my sister Lisa J. Weeks, she would always be at home singing, playing music, singing, and she'd be performing as well. So on mornings, every morning, Lisa would be singing. And even at home, a lot of music would be playing, a lot of different types of music, which I love now, which people call the older music or old people music. That's what they call it. But when like I said, always been around Lisa and seen Lisa perform, and even starting classes at Music Man at the time. And then I realized that I can perform with Lisa. I'm performing on my own. People liked it so much. Then I realized that, hey, music is for me. But now I think photography has more of my attention. And when people ask about music, they say, Maurice, have you stopped playing guitar? Do you have a guitar? I say, yeah, it's there. It's just on the back burner, but it's there. And actually now what I'm working towards is more original content, hopefully to put out this year. And I am working on doing something with Lisa as well. So maybe that would be in the works soon, and all of you guys can see it.
Nice. Now, since you mentioned original content, that is a direct tie to you being a writer, which again, another side of you that, you know, newly discovered for me. So, what inspires you when you write?
Whatever does at the time, I don't really see it then. But reading back, I'm like, oh, maybe I thought of this. But when I write, I start with one sentence, and then I write, and then I realize that all my writings mostly are poems, but not really too rhymey. But still, in the end, I think it's safe to call them poems. But even one time during an exam, when I was done, I started writing, and then when I really checked myself, when I realized, I said, Maurice, I have a full song.
Wow.
So this song, I got the opportunity to perform with Melanie Noel, for St. Lucia Jazz and Arts Festival. So writing has been there, it's connected, and I write my blog posts on my website for photography. So writing is there with everything else.
Well, I hope everybody is listening loud and clear, because that's a strong message there and definitely positive. And being, again, such a youthful person, I think this really shows that we do have, despite what people are saying and the youth is this and that, we have people here and we have youth that have the talent and they just need the avenues, and we have examples just like Maurice. So just before we close off, of course, St. Lucia needs to know, how do they follow your business page and also contact you if they do want to use the services?
Well, to contact me, you can contact me on my number 722-2500, or you can go on my website www.mauricesmarius.com. And my name spelling, I may probably to be somewhere on this video, and yeah, it's easy enough to get. So MaryseSmarius, mauricesmarius.com.
Fantastic. So St. Lucia, there you have it in a nutshell. Inside the Mind, we are here with Maurice and doing amazing things, and we are going to look forward to whatever else is to come, because I just know it in my gut, the best is yet to come. So Maurice, thank you for being here with us.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, so that's how we keep the positive vibes going. You guys keep watching. Wake up, St. Lucia. Good morning, everybody. So we are bringing you some good energy today and positivity. I am at the Kiddies Head Start Preschool, and I am here with the administrator. This is Teacher Lucy. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you. Very elated, very excited. We just made a big presentation to the Ministry of Education for Dominica preschool children. What we do every year, the school meets at the end of August, and we put together our strategic plan for the year. And we incorporate within this strategic plans a lot of our national activities, regional activities, and international activities as it relates to the children. Every year on November 20th, we observe Universal Children's Day, and we have to identify a special activity where we could recognize those little children that are a little less privileged than us, so we could help them and assist them. This year we thought the appropriate activity when we met as a team should be Help Dominica, because at this time Dominica was in crisis, devastated by hurricane. So we came up with the idea that we should have something where we could raise some funds for the children. And the idea of a sponsored walk was what came up. We threw the idea and shared it with the parents, and they welcomed it. So every parent was given a sponsored sheet, and they raised over $5,000.
Wow, are you serious?
Kiddies Head Start by itself. So this morning we presented $5,041.25 to the Ministry of Education through Early Childhood Services Unit that was represented here. So that money will be given to the main ministry, and they will distribute it to the children in Dominica Early Childhood Services Department. This year we also mark our 10th anniversary for the school, and we thought it was so appropriate for us to coincide our presentation with the marking of our anniversary, because we raised the funds last year, but we said let us collaborate the two efforts together, presentation and our 10th anniversary.
Great. Well, what I'm loving about this as well, that just goes to show, when people say no man is an island, but, Kiddies Head Start, you all being a preschool, was able to raise that much money. What was the feeling from the parents and everybody involved just making this come to life?
I think I am blessed to have the best parents to work with me. When we told them that, they embraced it with their whole arm, their whole body, their whole spirit. And they went out with that kind of spirit to solicit support from the entire community. They went to their workers, they went to the persons on the street, they went to their friends, they went to their family, they went to the wider community. And you could see that energy was generated, and it yielded that kind of accomplishments. So we could see there was that vibes coming from them, the energy, the zeal, the enthusiasm, and then what was most important was the desire to serve and to share. So to give back and to help people that are in need. And one of the things we try to do with our children is to inculcate in them a desire to help one another. Because today, Dominica, tomorrow we never know. So we must always learn to give so that we can learn to receive. And this is one of the things parents said. We have to go out in full force, do whatever it is that is necessary to help the Dominicans. Today's Dominica, tomorrow may be St. Lucia. And that was not the main reason generally, but it's the whole thrust of giving. That was the whole idea.
And I realize, there's a major moral with this story. And again, as you said, to serve and to share. And I think for us, this is something we need to take in our daily lives. And this is a strong message that you all are sending out. I'm so thankful for that. And I think St. Lucia, by extension, this is something we need to move forward to and think a little less of ourselves and try to put others, put ourselves in somebody else's shoes. So to serve, to share, to give, I think that's our message for today, right?
Be selfless. That is the theme for the day. Be selfless and give freely with
Now-
our whole heart.
And the other thing too, I realized even the children got involved.
Yes.
And we have a special treat for you, St. Lucia, because they created their own special song for the children of Dominica. So, Teacher Lucy, thank you very much. And St. Lucia, please enjoy.
Bonjour, Maman Dominique. Maman, c'est ici, et Mel.